I think dark money and the corrupting influence of money in our system is one of the challenges of our time, and it's been the fight of my career. As Attorney General, I actually took the first case all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court, challenging Citizens United, based upon the history of Montana, where we once had corporate control and then Montanans took it back. As governor, I brought Democrats and Republicans together to pass one of the most progressive laws in the country that says 90 days out from an election. I don't care if you call yourself Americans for America, If you're going to spend in our elections, you have to disclose where that money is coming from. Even the Koch network stays out of our state elections during the time that it matters. And I think there's a lot more we could do in Washington, D.C. But like when I was suing the IRS to try to make sure that they still collect the names of those dark money groups, the senator was trying to shield them along the way. Well, I've actually worked to make it so that there's more transparency and disclosure. It's taken $1 million from oil and gas, $2 million from corporate PACs. My campaign is funded by individuals, and you can see that. Not corporate and special interests like Senator Daines. I don't think Senator Daines has ever met a corporate PAC that he doesn't like.
We're going to open things up once again to follow up on this particular topic, and we'll begin that segment with Senator Daines.
Yeah, well, it's hard to keep a straight face with the hypocrisy that we just heard. Let me tell you how the corporate PACs work. The corporate PACs give to liberal senators back in Washington, D.C., and those liberal PACs then give to Steve Bullock. That's how it's working. So he's standing up here and saying he's not taking them directly. He's just channeling through liberal senators back there like Chuck Schumer. That's how he can get up here and say that. So technically, he's not taking corporate PACs, but literally he actually is. But if he's serious about dark money, he had to get out in front here and try to stop it right now what's going on in this election. The fact that he literally ran a national organization that was focused on raising dark money to the tune of $30 million. I haven't heard him respond to that yet. What was he doing? Head of the DGA, running a dark money organization. The sole purpose was to deploy those dollars here and defeat Republicans and conservatives across this country. That's the hypocrisy that Montanans don't like. And you're hearing that tonight from Steve Bullock.
Governor Bullock.
That is hypocrisy that Montanans don't like when you make things up, Senator. I was Democrat Governors Association chair, elected by my peers. But during that time, I said there would be no 501c4, no dark money spending during that time. And look, you can look at over $1 million from Wall Street. You can look at $800,000 that the senators received from real estate PACs. You can look at $300,000, 400,000, 300 and some thousand that's received from insurance companies. No wonder he wants takeaway coverage for pre-existing conditions. He's in the pocket of the insurance companies. No wonder he won't fight for Montanans when it comes to fair prescription drug prices. He's getting hundreds of thousands of dollars from the drug companies. Every single day in D.C., I'll be fighting for you. Not the special interests, not the corporations, and not all that corporate PAC money that Senator Daines has been taking. My campaign's been funded by individual donations.
Senator Daines.
Well, and donations they are. You're going to see an eye-popping report come from Steve Bullock for this quarter as a result of what's happening with the Supreme Court. This is the liberal mob motivating through Act Blue. Most of these are anonymous donors. And you're going to see numbers of out-of-state dollars, most of them coming from New York and California, that are flooding into Montana. We're being outspent in this race, but wait till you see his report and how big it's going to be with out-of-state money. But on another note, recently I had Mike Pence come to Montana. He held a great rally. I'm standing with Mike Pence. I'm proud to stand with Mike Pence. I'll bring him to Montana. I would challenge Steve Bullock to bring your vice presidential candidate, Kamala Harris, out to Montana. I'll pay for the plane ticket. I'll pay for a round-trip ticket. Let's have a rally, you and Kamala, like I had him with Mike Pence. She was ranked the most liberal United States Senator in the entire United States Senate out of 100. And that's pretty good competition there with Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. That's who he's running with. That's who he'll serve with if Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are elected. And she hosted a fundraiser for him just recently.
Final word to Governor Bullock.
People haven't contributed to my campaign, Senator, and it's people, not corporations. And they've been contributing because they actually want somebody to represent them, not the corporate interests, not the special interests. I'm glad that you needed the vice president to come out for your campaign. I campaign with regular Montanans, and I've worked with the vice president every single week through COVID-19. Look, whoever's the president, I'll work with them when we can, and I'll stand up to them when it's best for Montana. And I think that's what Montanans expect of a senator, to work with the administration when we can, like I did with fixing sort of the problem that our forest fires were never treated like other natural disasters. We finally got that done, Democrats and Republicans. You were opposed to actually that bill. You called that a disaster. Worked with them on apprenticeships, other things. We'll work, and at times we do need to stand up, but I don't need to bring folks from out of state to Montana. This campaign's actually focused on you, Montanans.